Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Impress. In April 2017 the Korchnoi Zurich Chess Challenge was held in Switzerland. An elite tournament sponsored by IGC International Gemological Laboratories, which is a Russian institute providing gemological services such as diamond grading reports, enhanced diamond cert identification, man-made or synthetic diamonds and imitation detection, as well as certification of diamonds, gemstones and jewelry. The Russian businessman Oleg Skvortsov is behind IGC International Gemological Laboratories, and he is the sponsor of the event. He's not only a very rich businessman, he is also a strong chess player. He is also an innovator. He came up with different time controls from the classical time controls that we know for elite events, and he thinks chess has to be played more quickly. The games should not last too long. Of course, there's a lot of debate on that, and one funny quote is from a chess player who wrote that this new time control is to classical chess what McDonald's is to classical cooking. On the eve of the tournament, Oleg Skvortsov played an exhibition game against former world champion Viswanathan Anand. And that's the game I want to show in this video. Let's get into it. Skvortsov was white, Anand was black. White had 30 minutes for the whole game plus a 10-second increment, and Anand had only 15 minutes plus a 10-second increment, so white had twice as much time as black. Skvortsov, as I said, is a good chess player. His rating is around 2300, even though he doesn't have an official FIDE rating, and Anand's current rating is 2786. This game was played on the 12th of April 2017. Skvortsov opened e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5. We're in the gioco piano of the Italian game. c3, knight f6, d4, e takes d4, and b4, which is an unusual move prepared especially for this game by Skvortsov, who takes preparation for this type of exhibition game very seriously. The main move instead of b4 is c takes d4, and then the main move is bishop b4 check, and then either bishop d2 or knight c3. These are the main lines. After b4, Anand played the bishop back to b6, e5, d5, and now e takes f6 is the best move, d takes c4, and queen e2 check. This check was shielded by bishop e6, and this is the position from the picture I showed at the start of the game. Let's look at it again. Skvortsov is contemplating his next move, which is b4, b5. In the background, you can see on the left there, with the tie, Grandmaster Jan Timman from the Netherlands. Next to him on his left, his wife Geertje. And next to her, we can see the FIDE president, Kirsan Ilyumzhinov, who also was interested in this exhibition game. Back to the game. So Skvortsov played b5, kicking the knight, and Skvortsov afterwards said he was surprised by Anand's reply. He had expected knight a5, but Anand sacrificed his knight with knight b4. White played f takes g7 first, with the tempo on the rook, rook g8, and now Skvortsov took the knight. Black has compensation for the knight in the two connected passed pawns on c4 and d4. Anand played queen f6, Skvortsov castled, and queen takes g7, with a checkmate threat on g2. So white played g3, and Anand castled queenside. a4 from white, threatening to win the bishop with a5. So Anand played d3, queen went to b2, and now You may remember the amazing game Levitsky against Marshall from Breslau 1912, where Marshall played Queen G3, after which the spectators threw gold coins on the board. I covered this in video number 155, you may want to check it out. One of the most amazing moves ever played. Well, Anand here played the same move, Queen takes G3 check. And let's look at this little video where we can see Anand playing that move, hesitating for a second, and then taking on G3. Skvortsov must have been in shock. He did not fall off his chair. He took the queen, h takes g3, rook takes, and of course that rook cannot be taken because of the bishop on b6 that's pinning the f2 pawn. King h2, and rook takes f3. Black only has a few pawns for the queen, but there's more to follow. For starters, he now has a mate threat with rook g8 and then rook h3 mate. Skvortsov played bishop g5 to prevent that. He later said that he hates draws and therefore he had not gone for a move repetition with king g2, bishop d5, king h2 and bishop e6. Of course Anand would not have been forced into this repetition, he probably wouldn't have gone for it. After king g2 he can also play rook f5 and the game continues. The computer gave as the best move for white here on the 19th move queen g7, and it's not clear if black has enough compensation for the queen. After the move in the game bishop g5, Anand played bishop d4, forcing the queen to a less active square. Queen d2, rook g8 and rook a3. Not a great move, a better move would have been rook g1, but black is already winning. Here, rook h3 check, king g2, and then h6. If the king flees to f1, there's rook takes g5, and then for example knight c3, to avoid losing the rook in the corner on a1. But then bishop g4 is a very strong move, and black's pieces are all over white's position. Black is winning here. After rook a3 it was even easier for Anand. He played h6, rook g1, rook h3 check, king g2, and now that the rook on g1 is no longer protecting the bishop, Anand took on g5 with check, and here white resigned. If he plays king f1, then there is rook takes g1 check, king takes g1, and a very nice move bishop d5. And there's nothing to be done against the checkmate threat of rook h1. Instead of king f1, white could have tried queen takes g5, but after h6 g5, black will win with his connected passed pawns. What a game from Anand. What a queen sacrifice, and what a beautiful mating attack. It only took him 23 moves to dismantle his opponent, quite a strong player, the sponsor of the Zurich tournament. Sometimes I think we only see how strong these top players really are when they play lower rated players, and then we see their strength in all its glory. When they play their peers, both players are so strong that for us mere mortals it's often not as visible how strong they really are. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the Chess to Impress channel. I'm looking forward to your comments, and if you liked the video, it would be great if you could share it on YouTube. You also may want to check out my Chess to Progress channel. The link is in the description box. This is Rick from Chess to Impress. Thank you very much for watching this video.